love pairing awful people together. There's just something so fun about it, and this game is no exception. Welcome to Majoring in Love, where you're trying to make this cute fanboy fall in love with you by any means necessary. But you see, he might also be hiding his own obsession over you, and it's up to you to make him fall in love with you too. Anyway, here are your content warnings. Now please enjoy yourselves. Lightly tapping the end of your pen on your notebook, you stare off into space while the lecture goes on. The sound of the professor is drowned out by your daydreaming as you admire something else across the room. Or rather, someone else. Your biggest crush. He was 1 year older than you. You would see him around the campus while he's just a normal, average English major student. He managed to catch your eye. For some reason, you found yourself drawn to him. Passing by him practically every day became one of the things you looked forward to and anticipated when attending class. Through a bit of digging, you managed to find out his name, Ren Xing. It was like brain candy whenever you would think of his name. Is that weird? Biting your lip, the subconscious tapping of your pen quickens. Just one more peek? Narrowing your eyes away from the front board, you glance at the table a few rows forward to your right. Oh. You can see the side back profile of his fluffy dark mocha colored hair and forest green hoodie. One of your favorite things about him is his hair as the brown fades into a bright buttermilk shade. You gaze at his signature blue shirt underneath that you realize he wears quite often, his favorite shirt you assume. He has his head propped up against his hand as it faintly bobs back and forth. He's probably sleepy. It's kinda cute the way he's clearly trying not to pass out right then and there. To not look like you're being a creep, you keep your head directed to the board as you passively listen to the lecture. The only thing moving are your eyes, darting slightly to the right to admire your crush. The feeling of having a crush in college brings you back to high school. It's a phase that never left you. To be obsessing over someone again, you haven't changed one bit. Just another day of being a hopeless romantic. Cupid doesn't seem to favor you. Snapping out of your daze, the others begin to gather their belongings. In your little stupor, you didn't notice the teacher ending the lecture. You begin to pack your things. Glancing repeatedly in his direction, you slow your movement so that you don't have to leave before him. Once he's done, he steps out of the classroom. You let out a breath you didn't know you were holding. Relaxing now that he's out of the room, you hoist your bag and head out as well. Mindlessly tossing a bag next to your bed, you stretch your aching muscles. Hearing a satisfying crack, you groan in satisfaction and collapse onto your soft sheets. Stuffing your face in your soft plush pillows, you melt into your bed. Oh, how great it feels to be back. You always end up coming to your bedroom feeling tired and lethargic. You wish you could take a long nap, but unfortunately, you have some work that you need to finish first. Forcing your limbs to move, you hoist yourself out of bed. Splashing your droopy eyes with cold water, you let your body wake up to reality. You can feel your eyes becoming less languid. Running your front hair back, you let out a long, tired sigh. You give yourself a long, hard stare in the mirror, seeing how frazzled you look. You need to take care of your outward appearance more. Wetting your hands, you reach for your soap bottle and dispense some onto your palms. Only a bit comes out. You're nearly out of soap. That's fine, you have an extra bottle in your cupboard. Crouching down, you open the sink cabinet door and look for the extra bottle. To your frustration, you can't find it. You rummage inside and check each object that's inside. Still no luck. Furrowing your brows, you're left confused. You could have sworn you had an unused one. Unless you're just that unaware and you didn't know you already used it. That means you'll have to go to the grocery store and get more. Time to add that to your shopping list. Getting up, you shut the cabinet doors and dry your wet face and hands. Lazily tossing the now dirty towel into your laundry basket, you decide to get a snack. Opening the fridge, you run your eyes across each shelf, trying to look for anything that would ease your appetite. The lack of anything that would satisfy your stomach makes you frown. The universe is really telling you to go shopping instead of pushing it to the last minute, huh? You close the fridge, turning to go to your cabinets and shelves. You open the ones you assume might have something. Most of the stuff are individual ingredients that wouldn't suffice as a snack. You don't have much of any food that you can just mindlessly munch on until you're content. Grunting in frustration, you're prompted to go back to your fridge and just eat whatever's good. Your hunger outweighs your cravings. Grabbing the almost empty milk carton, you fix yourself a bowl of cereal with whatever milk you had left. As you close the fridge door, you're met with your grocery list that's posted on it with a magnet. It's gone quite long now. Letting out a sigh, you munch on your cereal with a sour face. Finishing up, you dump the dirty dish into the sink and go to the bedroom to get clothed. That is, if you have any clean clothes. You haven't done laundry in a while either because of your busy schedule. You are already in a sour mood, and it turns bitter when you can't find your favorite shirt. Raiding your closet, all you find are sluggishly placed shirts and unorganized pants. You really need to straighten out your closet. Maybe even your life too while you're at it. You don't even know where your shirt would have gone. They're not in the laundry basket. You also remember folding it back into your closet when you last wore them not too recently. The whole fiasco of things around your house magically disappearing is starting to really piss you off. Are you just blind? Overly forgetful? Heck, maybe your belongings were sentient and found a chance to walk away. Today's wasn't the only time you've realized a few items went missing. You don't know if it's just you or if there's something else causing this. But whatever it is, it needs to stop because not only is it super inconvenient, it's also really weird. You're used to losing things, but not in this capacity. Giving up, you put on the next closest, comfortable shirt you could find and grab your wallet. Probably best to leave now and get groceries before you get an aneurysm. Entering the aisles, you scoped around for whatever you need. By great misfortune, you happen to have forgotten to bring a grocery list. You are not having a great day today. Still not recovering from your crappy mood, you walk around the aisles and grab anything that you assume was on the list. Resting bitch face and all. Grabbing only the essentials, you have to stop yourself each time to not get too many sweets. You needed to save money, and overindulging in gluttonous foods was not something you wanted to stick to. Grabbing a few frozen foods, you linger on the aisle when you spot a familiar figure from the corner of your eye. Turning her head, your eyes widen in slight surprise to run into someone you didn't expect to see outside of your class. His eyes glide across the top shelves from the other side of you. God damn, those are some short shorts! You stay quiet, not wanting him to pay any attention to you or look in your general direction. Staring into his back, you spy on his movements from your peripheral vision. Every time he moves away, you flinch and look away, pretending as if you weren't just gawking at him. Feeling a wave of awkwardness and nervousness swirl in your stomach, you pretend not to notice him. You were not prepared to make any conversation with him, so you act like you're a normal shopper. Grabbing something off the shelf, he starts walking out of the aisle through your direction. Freezing up, you scream at your limbs to move before he notices you or recognizes you. Swiftly snatching a box of frozen pizza, you put it in your cart and make a speedy exit. Real subtle. Not suspicious at all. After securing all the items, you hope you didn't miss anything from your grocery list. Cart in front, you stand in line while staring at your phone. Mindlessly scrolling, you feel a tap on your shoulder. Turning your head, you could instantly feel the anxiety pull around in your stomach once again. There he is, in the flesh, right in front of you. Excuse me. Huh. You feel your brain short circuit. Why is he saying excuse me? Are you in his way? Did he notice you acting weird? Wait, you need to respond. Quick, act natural! You stutter out, trying to ignore the churning feeling. Yes. You want to smack yourself. You can feel your hands slightly shaking. Way to act natural. It's just a normal interaction. No need to get so nervous and turn into a train wreck in front of your crush. Sorry to bother you. You just seemed familiar, and I wanted to know if you go to the same college as me. Yep, he recognized you. Forcing yourself to try and continue the conversation, your lips twitch into an anxious smile. Yeah, I've seen you before. You're in Mr. Taylor's lecture class, right? His smile curls up a bit, hearing the familiar name. I knew I recognized you. Nice to meet you. I'm Ren Xing. You nod, acting as if you didn't already know who he was. I'm Lion. It's nice to meet you too, and your short shorts. I was surprised to see someone I recognized from class. You let out a nervous chuckle. I'm just, here to buy groceries after pushing it back after a while and stare at your short shorts. Yeah, Mr. Taylor's been giving us a lot of work lately. Not enough time to do a lot of stuff. Oh, tell me about it. Have to push back so many chores all because of them. You huff in frustration. The workload you get is insane, and you don't have the motivation to actually finish them. How much of his work have you done? Good question. None. You say with the flattest voice you could make. Whatever being a model student is, you are the exact opposite. He lets out an amused laugh. Do you, want some help? I have most of it done. Makes sense. You always see him doing it during class and actually paying attention during the lecture. Must be nice to be able to pay attention when the teacher has the most monotonous tone ever. If you want to, it's your choice. Great. I'll give you my number. He retrieves his phone from his left pocket. Your heart leaps. Were you seriously about to get your crush's number? And you didn't somehow embarrass yourself in conversation. What an early Christmas miracle. Opening his phone, you notice his cute phone wallpaper with a soft green forest aesthetic. It suits him. He always seemed to have a fond admiration for nature. From his laptop stickers to always having a scent of pine and lilac lingering on him, it's pretty obvious. Opening his phone app, he holds the phone out to you to show you his number. You're about to tap your navigation bar to get into the phone tab before you realize the most recent app you opened. Your gallery. You didn't want to weird him out already with embarrassing photos of your niche interests and whatever stuff you had in there. Playing it off, you go back to your home screen and just manually open the phone app. You should really delete all your tabs in your navigation bar. With the right app opened, you punch in his number and add him into your contacts. When he sees you finish, he takes his phone back and gives you a text to make sure it's the right number. And behold, the notification sound on your phone goes off. Alright, I'll send you a text later today about work. You nod, feeling ecstatic inside, but needing to look chill and calm. Sounds good. The line moves as you approach the register, the cashier ringing up all your items. Paying the cashier, you turn and bid farewell to Ren before leaving with your groceries. With a slight bounce in your step, you hurriedly get to your car and put the groceries in the trunk. Entering the driver's seat, you spend a good 3 minutes just sitting there before letting your emotions spill out. Practically jumping in your seat, you start shaking in happiness. Squeals of exhilaration exit your mouth. You are such a weirdo. You could feel your face heat up from the interaction, your mind racing with what just happened. He is so cool. That was all you could think about while you were having your freakout. Anyone passing by noticing you through your window probably thinks you're crazy. To be fair, they aren't entirely wrong. Sucking in a deep breath, you force your nerves to calm down. Your heart's gonna end up combusting. After a few deep breaths, you manage to calm down. You still needed to get your groceries back home. Starting the engine, you reverse out a parking lot and exit, a giddy smile on your face the whole way home. Stretching your limbs, you haul out all your bags from the trunk. Picking up the forgotten grocery list, you take out each item in your shopping bag one by one. You got extra soap, some snacks, water, toilet paper, napkins, eggs, blah 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 blah. Ah, you forgot the milk! Oh well, you're just gonna have to hold on to your cereal a bit longer. You don't want to go out again. Lazily putting each item away in a designated spot, you trudge to your couch. Then proceed to pass out. You deserve a nap. Ding. Oh, ding? Ding. What? Groggily flickering your eyes open, you register reality. Staring at the ceiling, you lay still for a short while slowly trying to wake up. Who? Ah! Sitting up from your couch at lightning speed, you fumble for your phone. Ah, you fell asleep! What time is it? Holding your phone, you turn it on and check the time. 8:34 p.m. Ah! Damn it! You've been out of it for nearly 3 hours! No way you're going to be able to get back to sleep early today. Unlocking the screen, you open your message app. You got a few messages from Ren. Hi! Are you alive? Everything okay? Hey, I'm so sorry I didn't respond. I fell asleep. Okay, no sweat. You were out for a little while. Yeah, I guess I was just super tired today. Did you get enough sleep? Oh, who does nowadays? True. I said I would help you with the homework earlier. Do you want to meet up? Oh, sure. That'd be nice. Great. What time would be great for you? Well, I have no plans for a while. Is tomorrow after class good? I don't know where you want to meet up, though. Yeah, I could meet up after class. There's this cafe I go to when I have a workload to finish. It's called the Taiga Forest Cafe. It's walking distance near the college. Sure, that sounds good. All right, I'll see you then. Well, actually, see you in class tomorrow. Yeah, can't wait. Putting your phone face down on the couch, you blink before screaming out your lungs into your couch pillow. Wrapping your arms around said pillow, you give it a good bear hug. Extinguishing all the growing energy into your poor cushion, you find your legs kicking behind you. Giggling like some kid on Christmas, you feel euphoric and lightheaded. Despite him being an English major, the lack of proper grammar and spelling in text makes you crack a laugh. How does one man make you feel so many emotions at once? This does not feel real. Are you dreaming? You never thought you'd ever have the chance to even talk to him. And now you have a study date with him? Okay, calm your horses. It's not a date, just a study hangout. Stop being weird. Ugh. But you can't help yourself. He's your dream guy, and being able to be in his presence is enough to fluster you. Think about it. You'll have to learn to maintain eye contact with him. Be able to handle being in close proximity with him. And not accidentally creep him out. You need to make sure you don't ruin any future chances with him. And you need to make sure you look your best tomorrow. And be on your best behavior. Can't act like a fool in front of him. Longly sighing, you lazily toss the pillow back onto the couch and make a beeline to your room. You need to be extra prepared for tomorrow. What should you wear? Probably something casual would be the best. You can't let him know how much you've been crushing over him by being all showy. Today no longer sucked as much. Things started off rough, but today your luck was through the roof at the end. Zipping through the college campus, you approach the class you've been anticipating all day. Never in your life were you that excited to be in a lecture. Especially in one where the teacher makes you wish you were watching paint dry instead. Take a deep breath. You calm your nerves before stepping in. Your eyes immediately snap to the direction of the only thing you care about. As expected, there he is, sitting in his spot. You always love how he's early and there before you. Every time you enter, you always take a quick peek at him as you pass his seat. When you wander back to your spot, your eyes glance to the side. To your slight surprise, he makes eye contact with you. Heat lightly dusting your cheeks, you instinctively wave and let out the most genuine smile you can give. His lips curl into a warm smile, returning your wave. Your heart basically threatens to burst out of your chest. You plop down onto your chair. Trying to keep your hot face under control, you take a long gulp of water from your bottle. You take out a notebook and bury your face into it. He is way too much to handle. Just get through this class. You can do it. Spacing on for most of the lecture, you catch yourself continuously turning your phone on for the time. So close. Feels like you've been sitting here for hours. Why does this class always seem so long? Bouncing your leg, your mind drifts to the study hangout with Ren. You hope it goes well. This is your chance to form some kind of bond. The stakes are so high you can't overthink and ruin your chances. Just go with the flow. Before the clock hits, you're all packed and ready. As the lecture comes to an end, you bounce up from your seat. With a bounce to each step, you stand next to his seat. He stands up, hoisting his bag over his shoulder. Ready to go? Yeah, you? Uh-huh. Let's go. He walks past you, exiting the class with you trailing behind. Nervously striding alongside him, you fidget with your sleeves. You feel every heartbeat in your chest, making you sweat. Not wanting him to know just how awkward you are, you try to act as nonchalant as possible, while also trying not to sweat yourself. The cafe better have some good air conditioning because you feel like an ice cube in summer. You okay? You seem a little out of it. Your head snaps towards him, seeing his concerned expression. Thinking of an excuse, your voice wavers. It's just pretty hot. You're pretty hot. I mean, the weather's making you pretty hot. I mean, you're hot. It's hot. You flap the collar of your shirt to make your point. God, I gotta stop being so goddamn feral. You're not sure if he buys the excuse, but he doesn't press on. It's pretty cool inside the cafe, so don't worry. That should cool you down. The awaiting breeze of the AC hits you in the face as you and him step in. The relief of sweet, cool air washes over you as you feel yourself mellow out. Looking for a good spot, Ren points to a table near the corner against the window. You nod, sitting down at the seat while he sits across from you. Letting all your heavy bags hit the floor, you twist your shoulders to relieve some tension. Relaxing into the chair, you start unpacking your work to get started. Do you want something to drink? I brought my wallet with me. No, it's okay. You don't have to pay for me. I want to, in fact. I'm offering. I'd hate to let you pay for me. You sure? Yeah, 100%. Don't worry. I'm not running out of money anytime soon. Aw, you're way too kind. Your heart continuously flutters in your chest. He is such a gentleman, too. How perfect can he get? Let's pick something from the menu. Anything catch your eye? After a bit of skimming through the menu, you notice it has your favorite drink on it. Giving Ren your drink order, he nods and joins the line. Turning your head, you observe the interior of the cafe. It has a cozy nature vibe, and it's very much something you'd expect Ren to like. The vines hanging down from the walls and the plethora of potted greenery around gives you a comfortable feeling. The chill music in the background really drills in the relaxing cafe atmosphere. You'll definitely come here again when you want a nice quiet place to get work done. And maybe run into Ren again. Opening your laptop, you turn it on and say hello to the scattered files lazily plastered around your home screen. You have yet to organize the mess that is your laptop files. Another thing you realize you have to do. Your chore list just keeps piling up. It makes you groan in contempt. Clicking your search engine, your screen opens up to the various tabs you left open. Your laziness and lack of motivation is really starting to show. Your private life is just way too busy to fit in these chores. Hey, you okay? He approaches you, 2 drinks in hand. He must have noticed your discontent expression. The look of concern etched on his face makes you feel a tang of guilt. He doesn't need to know how much of a mess you are. Brushing it off with an awkward laugh, you nod. Yeah, don't worry. Just stressed out about all the work I have is all. You sure? Looks like you've got a lot on your mind. Aside from your shorts! He sets down your drink in front of you, sitting in his own seat. If you need someone to talk to, you can talk to me. Only if you want to, of course. Seeing his smile in an attempt to comfort you makes you smile back. He is so considerate. But you didn't come here to ruin the mood with your problems. Not today, but thanks for the offer. I appreciate your concern. Of course, just being a good friend. Feeling warmth rise to your cheeks, you quickly grab a hold of your drink. The aroma of your favorite drink fills your airways as you take a satisfied sip. The lovely concoction coating your mouth, you sink into your chair. Just exactly what you needed today. Enjoying the drink? Yeah, it tastes great. Exactly how I like it too. You take a long sip, letting out a small, content sigh. Ren takes a sip of his drink too. From the soft pink color of the liquid, it looks like he got something strawberry flavored. What drink did you get? Strawberry milk tea. Do you want some? He moves his beverage towards you. Is he asking for an indirect kiss? Observing his face, he holds nothing but an innocent smile. No joke, no indication that he knows what he just offered, nothing but pure kindness. Your heart might have just stopped right then and there. Oh, sure. Trembling a bit, you reach over and bring the straw close to your lips. Okay, just act natural. Just a small sip. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Just your crush letting you use the same straw you used. Take a small breath. You finally make contact with the straw. I think I screwed my throat with that. Swallowing a bit of his drink, you stay still for a few more seconds before leaning back into your chair. Whoa, that tastes pretty good. Uh-huh. That's why I come here a lot. The drinks are good, and it's perfect to just study here. Yeah, I think I'll also come here more often. Thanks for showing me this place. No problem. If you want, we can come here after class anytime you want to. Sure, I don't mind. Score! You have an excuse to keep hanging out with him. Him and his really short shorts. Hell yeah! Encountering him at the market was the best thing to ever happen to you. Maybe Cupid deserves a second chance. And speaking of class, we should probably get some work done now. Good idea. We have quite the workload to catch up on. More like you do. He's probably done with basically everything. Taking out his own computer and other supplies, he sets his workstation. Opening his binder, he swipes through the stack of papers inside. Wait. Is that all the work he gave us? Ren lightly chuckles at your shocked expression. Well, sorta. Some of them are old. He rummages through all the sheets, occasionally grabbing a few in his other hand. He then hands you a bundle of papers. Here's all the work he's assigned. Great. With a strained smile, you take all the papers in distaste. A growing feeling of disdain in your stomach forms from the amount of sheets in your hand. You don't remember getting so much work. But to be fair, your brain probably tuned out all the assignments the professor gave when he just kept assigning things. If you need some help, don't hesitate to ask. Nah, it's fine. You're already helping me big time. You don't need to help me anymore. The frustrating fact is that you know the basis of what you're doing. You're not a complete idiot. Probably, at least. It's just the amount of work that makes you lose the drive to actually do them and end up procrastinating. I want to. I know there is so much there is to do, and I don't want you to continue stressing about it. Yeah, I still have time. I think if I just take it one at a time, I can get it done. Eventually. Would it help if I helped motivate you then? It's the least I can do. That's not a bad idea. If anyone could persuade you to get your lazy ass out of bed, it's him. Well, he could persuade me to get out of my bed and into his. I mean, it would, but I don't want to waste your time on me. That's not a bother at all. I want to take your load off your back. You're sure? Is that the only place you like to get the load off? More than anything. His smile. It's too contagious. You catch yourself curling your lips in adoration. He is just way too pure. I don't know what I'd do without you. Thanks a bunch. Not a problem. Now, let's get started, yeah? Yeah, let's. Your face is redder than the strawberries in his drink. Ripping your focus away from him, you actually need to pay attention. You busy yourself with the assignment sitting in front of you. Throughout the afternoon, whenever you were stumped, he would lean close and assist you while you worked. Every time he gets closer, you have to hold your breath and hide the fact that your face is steaming red. Being so close to him heightens your senses as you can feel his overbearing presence. The only thing keeping you from losing it is the occasional sips of your drink to relax your stomach. It's hard to not get distracted when he's in such close proximity. You just nod and hope he keeps thinking you're paying attention to the words coming out of his mouth. It's only when he finishes explaining and pulls away that you finally let out the breath you've been holding. At this rate, you'll probably pass out from the lack of oxygen. With shaky hands, you attempt to solve the question on your own. You didn't want to ask him to explain it again. 1. You would probably just get distracted again. And 2. You don't want to pass out. Furrowing your brows, you just decided to do an educated guess before approaching the other questions. For what seems to be forever, you take the last sip of your drink. Glancing at the time on your laptop, it's been about 2 hours. The time felt so short, but so long at the same time. Do you want to take a break? I think you did quite a lot today. You shift through each paper. You have done you've gone through quite a good amount. So you still have a way to go. Leaning back into your chair, you stretch, hearing a soft, satisfying crack. Yeah, I think I'm done for today. Your ass hurts from sitting too long. Alright, I'll throw away the trash then head to the bathroom real quick. You can go ahead and pack up. He picks up the empty containers and any trash laying around before going to throw it away. Shutting off your laptop, you shove it into your bag along with your other supplies. When all your stuff is packed, you approach Ren's laptop and go to shut it off too when you notice something. His home screen is also scattered with a bunch of files. Curious, you look around the cafe and see if you can spot any sign of him. He must have made it to the restroom, so you've got some time. You don't want to do it, but your curiosity is nagging at you. Biting your lip, your head scrambles on a decision. Curiosity killed the cat, be nosy. Wait, why? Wait, what does it mean? Wait, hang on. I feel like this is important. I gotta be nosy. Your piqued interest ended up getting the upper hand. Giving in, you scoot closer to get a better look at the files' names. Most of them are pretty normal stuff. Stuff you'd expect from a college student's laptop. One of them, however, captures your interest. A file named My One and Only. That's... Huh? Does he have a lover? Who? You're not sure what this new revelation means, but you don't like it. Can't be, right? He can't have a lover, right? Surely there's some explanation for this. You've got to be joking. Hovering his mouse over the file, you turn your head back just in time to see him exit the bathroom. Ah, shit! Moving the cursor away, you quickly sit back down in your seat and act as if you weren't just snooping. You were too slow. Ah, this sucks! Now you're gonna be up all night overthinking about that folder! Your legs bounce impatiently. You replace your frustration with a smile. You ready to go? You nod, pulling your bag over your shoulder. Yep. Ren closes his laptop and gathers up all his belongings as well. Do you have any plans after this? It's Friday after all. Not that I know. I'll probably just sleep or play something on my laptop. Why? I was just, curious. You raise a brow. Instead of pressing on, you just shrug it off. Do you want to keep hanging out? You could swear that you saw a glint in his eye that lit up when you asked. I mean, I wouldn't mind. It's been pretty fun so far, and instead of doing work, we could do something less boring. Like each other? The secret folder in his computer still lingers in the back of your mind. He wants to keep hanging out with you despite having some connection with whoever it is inside the folder. You don't want to pass out an opportunity like this to continue spending time with him. But at the same time, you don't want to be eventually crushed by the fact that he has his eyes set on someone else. Putting a hand on your chin, you outweigh the two decisions and nod. Sure, you can come over to my house if you want. I have a TV in my room, so we could watch a movie if you're interested. Sounds fun. Hope you don't mind that my house is a bit messy. Haven't really had the time to clean everything. That's fine. Can't judge when my room is usually the same way. Well, here's my humble abode. You set down your stuff on your desk. He does the same and takes in the sight of your room. You still have a few clothes strewn out about, so you just quickly pick them up and toss them into your closet. Your room isn't that bad. You don't have to be nice, you know. You internally cringe at how messy you can get. No, really, I don't think it's that bad. Despite his reassurances that it's okay, you still feel crummy for having him see the state of your room. He's the last person you wanted seeing that tornado that is your living arrangements. You certainly weren't expecting guests, let alone your own crush. Trying to salvage things, you strain your bed sheets the best you can. I could get us some snacks. You go ahead and make yourself comfortable on my bed. All right. Stepping into your kitchen, you think of a suitable snack to share. Thankfully, you stocked up on a few items when you went shopping. Since you're gonna watch a movie, popcorn is probably the best bet. Scavenging your cupboards for some popcorn, you grab a bag and pop into the microwave. Acquiring a large bowl, you set it aside to look for a drink. Opening up your fridge, you browse the shelves lining the fridge doors. You reach out for the sodas, but then your eyes caught onto something else. To your surprise, your eyes dart to a carton of milk that you thought you threw away. Lifting it up, Your eyes slightly widen from the weight. It's full. Did you forget to buy more milk from the grocery store? You know for a fact that you did. Twisting the cap, you bring the milk to your nose and smell it. Smells like milk. You're not going crazy, right? Not hallucinating? I don't have time for this. You mumble to yourself. You can't keep him waiting. You'll deal with this later. Take out 2 sodas, you fill up the bowl with the finished popcorn and head back to the bedroom. Hello? Sorry for the wait. I have to... Ren fumbles with whatever it is in his hands. Squinting, you can make out the shape of what he's holding. It's a black shirt. A very familiar one. Wait a minute. Looking close at the detail on the shirt, it's a design you recognize. That's your favorite shirt? The one you lost? Wait, why does he have it? Before he can ask, he quickly shoves it behind him. His face is beet red, but his eyes are as wide as saucers. A look of guilt and surprise is evident in his eyes. Since when did he have possession of your shirt? Look, His voice is strained, frantically looking around and shaky as if he's freezing. He's backed into a corner, unable to think of some explanation to justify what he's doing. But for some reason, you're not mad. Just bricked up! Care to explain? Ren seems caught off guard by your reaction. He probably assumed a meltdown or a heavy interrogation or getting the cops called on him. He doesn't say anything for a while, leaving you awkwardly standing with a bowl of popcorn and drinks in hand. He bites his lip, the grip on the shirt tightening. The way he looks like a helpless puppy makes you frown. You should be mad, but he somehow got a hold of your favorite shirt and stole it. Or maybe there's another part of the story that you aren't aware of yet. But as it stands at this moment, you should be mad based on the context. But you lack the strong emotion to lash out or scold him. Ren studies your expressionless face, the gears turning in his brain. Then, after what felt like 3 minutes, he spoke up with a sigh. Yeah? You're probably confused and angry. Nope. I'm pretty sure even my character ain't feeling that right now. I won't blame you. I know this looks bad and all, but he's deciding on what to say next, afraid of how you'll react. I'll tell you the truth, but please don't yell. I won't. The tension in his shoulders eases up a bit from your composed response. He struggles to finish the sentence. Stalking you. You're not sure what you're feeling. Still bricked up. The only distinguishing emotion you feel is confusion and erect. Why you? He's never even talked to you much, if at all in class. Why did he grow some sort of attachment to you? For how long? For a while, like since a week into class. Dang, that's similar to the time you started having a crush on him. So that begs the question. Does that mean he likes you back? Your mind is processing everything, attempting to wrap your head around what the hell is happening. If he was able to steal your favorite shirt, that would explain the disappearance of all your other possessions. Is that why things have been randomly vanishing in my room? The corner of Ren's lips twitches a bit, confirming your answer. Yeah, but, don't worry, I can give them back. I was going to return your favorite shirt. He gestures to set clothing in hand. Well, that's a few mysteries solved. For some reason, you're relieved it's him. Better him than some murderous robber. Or maybe he is a murderous robber and you just don't know it yet. Which makes you question how he's really like if he has the moral ability to break into your house and steal random items. Is there anything else I should know about? He stares down at the ground, contemplating what to say next. I know it probably doesn't seem like it since I've been stealing from you, but I love you. Ever since I started growing feelings for you. You frown in puzzlement. You? Of all people? He flinches at the scowl on your face, assuming it was one of contempt and disgust from his confession. I'm really sorry for stalking you. I'll give you back all your stuff. I promise. I should go. Dropping the shirt, he shoots past you and aims to exit the bedroom door. However, you react quicker and grab a hold of his waist, yanking him back. He's caught off guard, tripping back towards you. To avoid him running off, you shove his body onto your bed, using your own weight as leverage, pinning him down. Yes, this is what I wanted, yes! You keep your arms beside his head, putting pressure on his body so that he can't easily shove you off. With your legs straddling his sides, you make sure he can't move his lower body. Upon the sudden action, his eyes widen more than before. The color that drained from his face when cut returns redder than ever. Out of all the things that potentially happen, he never expected anything like this. Nothing could have prepared you to be on top of him, making any sort of contact with him. And neither were you prepared. But something in you acted on impulse. That part of you didn't want him to leave. Like some part of you would have left alongside him. You probably wouldn't ever see his face again the moment he exited the front door. You don't want that. He can't leave you confused like that. You need answers. And his supple lips! Lion? He blinks, probably thinking he's dreaming right now. What's in that folder? What? The folder on your laptop. My one and only. What's in there? Bewildered, he narrows his eyes and ponders about what you're referring to. Then a look of realization flickers to his face. Oh, that folder. He pauses. They're images of you. Pictures I took. You know you shouldn't be pleased with the answer, knowing he's been taking pictures of you without you knowing. And yet, the past ache in your heart from finding out about the folder sizzles away. In a weird, unusual way. It brought you comfort. How many are there? Ren awkwardly squirms beneath you, unsure of if he wants to answer that. Couple 100? Huh. Wow. So, I'm your one and only? Yeah, you're the only one I love. That's awesome. Are you, smiling? Were you? Chuckling. You lean back and retract your arms from beside him, still sitting on top of him. I guess I am. Not sure I really expected this reaction. I expected you to scream and be creeped out. Well then, I guess it would be a great time to confess something myself. What do you mean? He sits up from the bed, none of you realizing that you're now just propped on his lap. Your heart is pounding. You're really confessing now. Like this? In the most unexpected circumstances possible. I have a crush on you too. You... what? Yeah. Around the same time as you did. Really? Yes, really. I just found myself attracted to you. He's at a loss for words. So much information has been thrown at him, and he's about to short circuit. What a weird confession this is. And all because you caught him snooping around your closet with your stolen shirt. I also have something else to confess. There's more? Yeah. And now that we're just letting it all out, it feels like the appropriate time to mention it. You slip off his lap, earning a short groan of disappointment from Ren. Approaching your desk, you pick up your phone to unlock it. Opening an app, you slide through it before tapping and showing him the contents of your phone. They're all pictures of me. There's so much of them. I beat you in this! Ha ha! Who's the obsessed one now, Ren? Ha ha! Your own face brightens up. You take your phone back, tossing it onto the bed. Yeah, I guess you could say I've been sorta stalking you too. He's stunned, like a big bombshell has just been dropped on him with this new revelation. Wow, I really don't know how to react, but my feelings haven't changed. They never will. No matter how twisted you are, I still really love you. So much that I can't stop thinking about you. Wishing I could see you in person more than just in class. Wanting to reach out, chat, become friends. But I've been too much of a coward. I knew I had to shoot my shot soon, though. I can't have anyone else falling for you. I don't know how well I would take it if you ended up with someone else. Well, this is a new expression. Seeing his brows curl down in jealousy. It certainly burned some sort of spark in you. You've never seen him jealous before. Seeing this new foreign emotion come from his possessive tone gave you insight on a completely new side of him. He's jealous. For you. For you. It feels like you're dreaming, and you never want to wake up. Ever. I don't know how I would if you did either. I only have eyes for you, so that would never come true. I would rather dig a knife into anyone that touches you than give you up. Well, you don't have to worry about that. You step closer to him until you're in contact with his chest. It isn't until you lean closer and make contact with his lips that he reacts. After months of yearning for him, you finally get to taste him, feeling his soft, delicate lips on yours. You melt into the brief kiss, embracing every millisecond you get to make lip-to-lip contact. As quick as it came, you just as quickly leaned back and admired his shocked expression. He brings his index finger to his lips, grazing the part that you kissed him. If he was in a contest against a tomato on who was redder, he would win. You let out an amused and light-hearted laugh. Love you too. Upon hearing those words fall out of your mouth, his lips curl into a delighted smile. I'm glad. I can't believe I finally get to be with you. After all this time. I'm just as surprised as you. You come closer once again to give him a hug. He returns it with great energy, albeit crushing her ribs, but you didn't mind. When you finally and hesitantly break away from the hug, you realize something. Oh, yeah, forgot something. You briefly walk back into your closet before tossing something back to him. He catches it easily and examines it with a perplexed look. This is the hoodie I Are you telling me we both have been stealing shit from each other? How did you... Thought it was appropriate to give it back to you since you returned my shirt. Now that we got that over with, let's get back to watching that movie, yeah? He remains speechless for a bit before he chuckles. Sure, I'd like that very much. Holy crap! Ending 1. Twisted together. Man, now I'm curious. What happens if I went with curiosity killed the cat? You'd rather not break his trust. You just got into a friendship with him. You don't want to ruin your chances because you were nosy. Deciding against it, you lean back on your chair and stay on your phone until it comes back. Ready to go? Yeah, I am, and we're just gonna skip right through. Sure, what were you thinking? I have some game consoles we can play on, or maybe bake something? Whatever you're interested in. Yeah, sounds fun. Okay, great. My room may be slightly messy, so I hope that doesn't scare you. Oh, please, my room looks like a deer barged in and started trashing it. I'm sure your place isn't that bad. If you say so. So we get to go to his place instead? Oh, wow, of course your place is nicer. Stepping into his bedroom, your view is immediately bombarded with the loads of potted plants resting around in his room. Quite fitting for a guy who loves nature. His love and care for flora is a trait of his that really resonates with you. You're not a plant person yourself, but the way he has a hobby of gently caring for herbs really speaks to you. Something about it is just so attractive. You call this dirty? This is probably the cleanest state my room is ever going to reach. The only thing you see is a slightly disorganized desk and an unmade bed. If this is what messy looks like, you're not sure what to call your own living situation. You sure you're not exaggerating? You haven't seen my room yet. Whatever you say. He drops down his bags next to his bed. He gestures you to do the same. What do you feel like doing? I don't know. I'm fine with pretty much anything. You like to play games? I have a few multiplayer games you can play. Sure, sounds fun. Alright, I'll set up in the living room. You can make yourself comfortable in my room. Feel free to sit on my bed. He saunters out with a bit of a jump to his steps. You find that awfully adorable. Looking around his room, you plop down onto the bed, feeling its soft, plump mattress. The blankets are a nice silky fabric that's smooth to the touch. You resist the urge to just lay down and take a nap. Scooching over to one of his potted plants, you run your fingers against the leaf. The greenery seems like it's been cared for and properly looked after. He's been keeping a real good eye on every plant to make sure they stay in top condition. Wait, hold on. I'm starting to wonder, is Ren based off of Lawrence from Boyfriend to Death 2? I just have an inkling of a feeling, considering his love of plants. But then again, loving plants is not specifically a thing for Lawrence, okay? Plenty of people like plants, not, I like looking at them. I'm not really a fan of taking care of them. He's been keeping a really good eye on every plant to make sure they stay in top condition. Such dedication you could never have, considering how much was in this room alone. You're pretty sure you spotted quite the collection on the way to his room. You're surprised he can keep track with how many plants he owns. Backing away, you observe the rest of his belongings. His room very much matches the same vibes as him. It's cozy, homey, and smells just like his own fragrance. Heavenly. Getting off the bed, you realize you should probably wash your hands. You don't want to dirty any of his things, so you want to make sure your hands are squeaky clean. Wetting your hands, you reach over for the soap bottle. However, you stop when you recognize the brand of the bottle. It's the same one you use. Same scent too. Whoa, who would have thought you shared the same kind of soap with your crush? His hands must smell like yours after you wash your hands with soap. It's a silly thought, but you like this tiny detail about him. Dispensing some soap onto your palm, you lather your hands in the alluring aroma. After properly making sure your hands are all washed and dried, you breathe in the scent of the soap. Ren has a very good eye for hypnotizing fragrances. Are you complimenting yourself? Maybe. Right. Hey there! Oh, there you are. Sorry, I was washing my hands. Oh, no worries. You know that we share the same soap brand? Really? That's pretty coincidental. Anyway, you ready? I got everything set up. Let's go. Are there mini games? Treading to the living room, you situate yourself on his couch as he sits down next to you. Controller in hand, it takes a good 20 minutes for Ren to help you get used to the controls. Just like in the cafe, he was too close for comfort, make you feel every beat in your heart. It took everything in you to not grow faint and lose your composure. Luckily, you were able to get the hang of it without passing out. As the day went on, you found yourself being more comfortable with his presence. Instead of being nervous and all fidgety, you can finally just enjoy the moment with him like it's all natural. Like you've known each other for years. And it seems like it's the same for him too. Throughout the games, he would just throw some light banter with you. At first it caught you off guard, but now you retort back with ease. As you became closer, the more you realized how much of a tease he can be sometimes. Seeing this side of him you've never seen before made you smile brightly. It's like you managed to get him to be himself in front of you, to really let go and have fun. Aside from the introverted, quiet college classmate, there was a carefree and playful man. You spend the next few hours or so playing various games, one of them being multiple sad attempts to beat him at a racing game. Sometimes you would win, and sometimes you would absolutely fail and somehow end up in a ditch. That kept happening more times than you can count. One more round. Are you sure? Your face looks like it's burning up. I'm fine. Another game, please. If you're sure. And as fate would have it, you got beat once again. Resisting the urge to do unspeakable things to the controller, you very gently put it down, then groan into one of his couch pillows. I suck at this! Ren snickers, finding your pouting display amusing. I mean, you managed to beat me a few times. Yeah, 2 times out of 6 rounds. Still better than nothing. Sure. You huff, laying back on the couch with the pillows covering your face. You want to play a different game? To beat me in that too? He laughs at your retort. He sure thinks your reactions are comical. I wouldn't keep beating you if you were better. Oh, it's on! Ripping the pillow out of your face, you sit up and stretch your back. Fine, let's play another game. Which one? Come closer and I'll tell you. He raises a brow, his grin turning into that of confusion. He examines your face before scooching closer to you. That's when you take your chance and grab both his arms, pulling him down on top of you. Oh, what? Stunned, he freezes as he hovers over you. Yay! Now he's on top of us! The soft skin of his face turns a deep shade of red and pink as his brain unravels the scene before him. He stares down at you, observing every detail of you in this new proximity. You can practically feel his heart bumping through his chest, threatening to rip out. The smooth skin of his hands brush against the side of your hair. The sudden closeness made his mouth close shut. That managed to shut him up. He can't find the proper words to react as he stutters and stammers. You giggle, not bothered by the fact that you quite literally made him pin you down onto the couch. You have no idea where you found this boldness in yourself, but by his reaction, you find it nothing short of amusing. Now where's all that smart-ass talk now? He doesn't respond right away, acting like a broken voice bank. All that comes out are weak attempts to answer. Yeah? Well, this is quite the predicament. He awkwardly coughs, shyly avoiding eye contact. The way his personality did a whole 180 compared to before makes you chuckle. I think it's safe to say I beat you in this game. He forces himself to look at you as he darts his eyes back to look at you. It makes him somehow blush harder. Despite his clear, flustered state, his lips twitch into a shy grin. Yeah, I guess so. Unsure what to do next, he stays in place, staring lovingly at your face. Realizing that he's just been staring at you, he quickly gets off of you. He scoots back from you and into his original spot on the couch. He anxiously scratches his arm, too nervous to face you after the whole fiasco. Going back to the sitting up position, you break the silence with a laugh. You okay there? Your face is getting kinda red. I didn't scare you, did I? No, you didn't. Don't worry. Just, caught off guard. Judging by how he didn't recoil in disgust or show any signs of discomfort, it gives you an idea that he sees you more than just a friend. Does he reciprocate your feelings? He has to, right? No not-in-love person will blush this hard and look at you with shimmering fondness in their eyes. Did you like it? He perks up, not really expecting that question. Well, I didn't hate it. Not one bit. From the way his eyes move and narrow, you feel like he's holding back on what to say. Saving him from any more embarrassment and awkward moments, you stand up from the couch. Getting kinda late. I should head out. Already? You can hear him mutter under his breath. You find it adorable that he wants you to stay longer. Sorry, but we can definitely hang out soon. Just text me. Will do. Before I go though, stepping over to him, you tower over him as he stays seated on the couch. He cranes his neck up to look at you, unaware of what you're about to do. Bending forward, you bring your head close to his. Once again, coming in close proximity to him, he freezes up once again. Your nose is nearly brushing up against his, making his breathing come to a stop. Your eyes glancing down at his lips, you quietly ask under your breath, loud enough for him to hear. May I? Swallowing thickly, he squirms in place, attempting to calm his poor, thumping heart. Yeah. With confirmation, you come close before your lips press up against his. He returns the kiss, passion and burning intimacy flowing through both of you. Soft noises come from both of you as you melt into each other's warm lips. You're both not ready to pull away, but unfortunately, you can't stay the night. Slowly parting lips, you feel one last soft breath before you fully part away. You give him a warm smile, crimson red spreading across your cheeks. I'll see you in class? Maybe this weekend. He remains quiet until he snaps out of his short daydreaming stupor and nods. Of course. Well, ending 2. Scratching the surface. So that was Majoring in Love. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. And I'd say this is a very cute take on the subgenre. Like, yeah, we've played quite a few like Yandere, Yandere visual novels in the past, but this one was particularly cute, and I loved it to bits. I can see like why this was a favorite for some folks who've played it, but heck, I do hope we actually do see like more games from this developer sometime in the future, because oh my god, like I really need to see more. I need more of this dynamic. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.